All right, so in this video we're going to talk about how to develop our sketchbook. Now this is the 6th grade sketchbook, beyond just getting graffiti letters. And so these are the requirements. In fact, I have attached a little picture of 4 different alphabets that you could use that are, kind of in the style of graffiti. First of all, you do need to have your name in some creative lettering style that is pretty much graffiti. Your name is going to have to be colored in 3 or more colors, or you could have it fade from dark to light, light to dark. This is within each and all of your letters. Number 2, you need to have a border around your name, and I'll show you some examples here in just a moment. Number 3, you must have a background design based on your place or a theme for your letter and your bordering style. And then overall, you need to use colored pencils to color in at least 90% of your design. And that is almost everything. So you're going to be graded on 4 things. You're going to be graded on neatness. You're going to be graded on your creative abilities. You're going to be graded on did you follow these previous 4 requirements. And you're going to be graded on effort. So let's talk about how to develop this. In the previous video, we talked about sketching out our letters in some sort of a graffiti style. And so I've just blocked in some letters here using my first name, Jenny. I don't really want to make these dark yet because I'm going to be coloring them in. I'm also not sure if I'm going to leave it exactly as is, but I think for now we'll just leave the placement here and we'll work from this. So I've got this pretty much in the center. Now I need to think about, okay, what kind of border do I want around this? Do I want to make it look like I have broken glass and it's like going through a big old hole in the glass? Probably not. I currently have lines right here that are more straight edge because I like the way that fits with this lettering style. But I could easily put something that's rounded kind of like a cloud. But I'm going to work with this idea more, the straight edge, and we'll see what happens here. So maybe I want this to be like a box, like my name is on a box. What kind of box it is, I don't know. That's where, by doing the background, I can get some clues as to what it is. So maybe this is going to be a candy bar or some candy. Ooh, I like that. So this is going to be the Jenny candy. And so I'm going to put like a little hole here. And I'm going to have a little candy right here. And then I'm going to have some other candies, like M&M type candies, sitting out over here. And then maybe in my background I'll have something like, this will be a table, like they're sitting on a table. So I'm going to have some wood grain. And I would develop it that way. I'd probably show some shadows here, but I'm going to do this in colored pencil. And so I would just kind of say, okay, I got to have a shadow right here. I'd have a shadow for this one. Maybe I'll have one more over here, just kind of all on its own, like it's fallen out. So yeah, this is definitely something different. It's fairly fun and creative. It's got a long ways to go. I'll show you a couple other examples. This is one of my other I used years ago. This one I have my name on a balloon, and so the border is just right here. It's kind of like the lines we would have that go around it. The balloon itself could be considered the border. And then the background is going to be some sort of a look like a sky. I've got a smaller balloon back here, but I need to show some details, like am I going to put birds in the background? Am I going to have land down here, like the balloon is just floated away, and maybe I can see like a road coming off in the distance here. And I can see a little farmhouse or something back here. Maybe up here I'm going to have some clouds. And maybe there's a bird way off in the distance, maybe even smaller yet. So this would be border of a balloon. Background is a sky with some horizon line and land down here. All right, so I think that is it. I have this one right here. This was meant to be like a sign for what you would see, like a road sign if you were going into a village. But let me show you some student examples here. Nora's got this really nice example. She used a jagged edge and as if her name had been spray painted on a wall. And so you can see the background is the brick wall itself. It's another really nice example. Josie has her name in the border of a cloud, and she's got additional clouds and sky. She put the detail of a rainbow back here. She did a really nice job of showing 3 colors, the red, the orange, and the yellow. I really like how she added the highlights as well. Okay, we got one more here. Nope, I have 2 more. So then we have Emma's. Now Emma's border, I don't know that I can classify it as anything other than a border. But what I really like about Emma's is the development overall, and she's showing like some sort of a carnival on a ocean front. And so she just did a really nice job on her letters, the background, and the overall development. Again, one color fading into light. And then we have Libby's here. Libby's letters are a little small, but she really did a nice job overall on everything else. So the actual border of her name is like a paint streak that's caused by this brush. And then she's got all these details back here in kind of an art style for her theme. So hopefully that gives you an idea. These are completed ones that were actually done on the cover of the sketchbook. And so when you get something developed, you're actually going to start coloring it in. And again, it has to be 90%. This one is just a little over 90%, but you know, 90% means very, very little white. You can have really light areas, but you can't just leave really large areas of white. All right, so that's it. That's the end of this video. And make sure that you are meeting all of these requirements and that you're putting a creative touch onto it and you're putting some effort into it.